7 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back to the well again. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Ready up.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. Set.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready,
A
break.
nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set, hut, mega. Red, 38. Check, fear, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. 52 bullets.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set up. Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He's dropping back to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here we go.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down.
70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
Throwing from the gun here. Big man showing up the yards. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Hold the ready.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
QB keeping this one. Turn into the option on third and shorts. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Might want to leave that call in the old college game, Brock. We love seeing that, right? We both cover college, too. But probably a reason you don't see NFL offenses running that.
Yeah, the college kids, they're making some money these days, but not as much as these pros, and there's a reason that you protect that most important asset.
A 24-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. I'm all about it. I'm my people now. I'm what I love. Ooh, baby, daddy.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Smash, red. 60 red. 60 red. Red, cycle. Black shot. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Go.
Now throw to start the drive. As the open man downfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. big hitter. 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready up.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Viking, 18 Carter, 18 Carter. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor.
From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd and short.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19. Check up.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Jaden Reed to return this. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready, break.
One last play before the break.
Yellow. Let's go.
And center receiver left.
32. Set, huh?
Throwing here just before halftime. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Eagles are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43, Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ready, set.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Strike. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Come on.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's completed right side. Gets it to the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
21, Eagles 17.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's a throw. Connects with the open man downfield. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. This one's caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Rocco 80.
They're throwing it. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Hey, let's stay.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Check, smash. Hut, hut.
They give it to him again. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Pass right side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Packers.
First down from the 42.
Ready, ready. Check, view. Ready.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Come on, hut.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Eagles take over 1st.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Okay,
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
tag. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Hook.
Back now, pressure coming. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. 70 Lions.
Heads out on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Chucks this one deep. Brought in, deep down the sideline. This play is nearly going to... that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to throw. That's caught for the first. He's still going at the 30. Down the left sideline he goes. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 6. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. McAllister now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set, white, 50, green, steal, chest steal. Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Taking a shot deep here. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get this tied before the end of the 3rd.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for 2.
Here we go. Ready?
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2. All right, they got the job done. 2-point conversion successful. And as a result, a 2-point lead for them in this 2nd half.
Yeah, the biggest deal right there, it really didn't matter if they kicked the PAT or went for 2 and ultimately got the most important part was breaking the tie. And I'll tell you what else it does, Kate. It really starts to mess with that opponent's chart over there. Everyone has them going into the game. When do I go for 1? When do I go for 2? Yeah, this coach just sped up that entire process with that decision.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dumped off to his running back. Keeps away from one. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Shaq. 72 move.
Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Get a 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Pass play coming here. It is Cup, left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, they'll run. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 18 red. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A 49-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Okay, Brent.
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Check field. 45. White. Check, hut.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Taking a deep shot here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want to throw it into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hand off to the back. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Third and long for him here. It isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Red. Steel, black. Hut.
Desperation time here on fourth. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles get it back after making their third first-half interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Buying some time right. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hawk 7, take go.
Running for the marker on second. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Set, ready. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Shaking off the pin quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Brings up third and inches.
Ultra.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Offense up to the line fast.
Green
First
jack.
and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Edo blue. Ready.
Throwing now on first down. Really put everything he's got behind it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here we got second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready. White.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Third and 4.
The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Black shot. Ready?
He's going to throw it again. Strong running inside the 30. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers down by only 2 in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Now this could be the game right here. Down to score, they need to get this ball back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now we're on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
And 70 Timberwolves.
Back-to-back carries here. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2.
Okay, ready?
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Track 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Huh.
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega. Set, hut, set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers trailing by 5.
Ready, set.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Red, cycle. Set, hut.
They'll go play action. Finds his man, it's Crab. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautiful, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Blaster, yellow, 22. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Kraft has it. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready. Steal. Black 40.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. QB sneak coming, and he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out, so it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
He'll try to do it himself, and he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Set.
They're headed up the middle, and he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Setting up to pass. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here.
Eagles 40. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me the M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rocket. Give me the key.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Tag 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hunt.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
1st and 10 at the 45.
And there's the spike, so 15 seconds left in our ball game. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Go. 70 Lions.
Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.